Okay guys, for today's video, napaka-short video lang naman din ito ngayon. Meron kasing news about the Philippines daw reaching the critical level of credit card usage. So, nakakabahala ba to? Tama ba tong article na to? Yan ang pag-usapan natin today. So, samahan niyo ako. Sit back and let's discuss. Come right up. Hi guys, this is Pat and you are in Pat Quintos Review TV. So if you're new here in my channel, I do reviews about personal finance na meron akong experience or meron na akong knowledge na ginawa ko na yan ng videos and playlists na makikita nyo dito sa taas. At kung bago ka dito sa channel to, you may want to consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, so itong article na to was published by business.inquirer.net. Ito siya. Sabi niya, Philippines credit card debt reaches critical risk level. Anong pinagbasihan dito? Okay, Manila, Philippines, credit card debt in the Philippines is at critical risk level as the typical borrowers owes more than 4 times their monthly income. According to Singapore-based fintech firm Roshi PT Ltd. The company, which described itself as a loan marketplace, came out with a report on a credit card borrowing pattern across the region. Ito, sabi niya. Meanwhile, Roshi sees another interesting pattern in the Philippines which shows that income doesn't always correlate directly with credit card debt. In the Philippines, the average credit card debt was pegged as 2,092 Singaporean dollars or about 92,800 pesos. Ang laki nito at the current exchange rate. Roshi also pegged that the average monthly income in the Philippines is 492 or about 21,900 pesos. For the full news na lang, ito na lang po yung link or nasa description box na lang or nasa comment section na lang. So, nag-research po ako about this. And actually, yung president or the CEO ng CIC, Credit Information Corporation, nag-guest sa isang TV or radio show na pinalabas din sa YouTube. So, nag-take note ako doon ng mga important details which I would share din sa inyo and also the link doon sa YouTube video. So, basically, ang methodology to compute yung basic average credit card debt daw na 90,000 is total credit card debt divided by or over the population of the country. Ang mga nasagap ko po sabi ng CIC. Ang CIC daw ay nakapag-record na ng around 390 million loan contracts. Ano ba pagkakahati-hati na itong 390 million na loan contract? So, ito daw ay 300 million na loan contract coming from car loan, housing loan, and buy now, pay later. Salary loan, around 50 million contracts, and yung credit card contract naman ay nasa 20 million lang. So, kung makikita natin dito sa kabuuan, konti lang yung portion ng mga may credit card. So, sabi dito, is it alarming ba yung credit card debt versus yung income? Ang sabi nung CEO is that based on the data relating credit card activity, same risk lang naman siya versus the prior years. Meaning, wala namang ganun ka-drastic na katulad na nai-report nitong Roshi Fintech company. Sinasabi rin niya na ang average income ng Philippines is smaller versus average income ng merong mga credit card user. Ang average income ng Pilipinas ay maliit talaga versus i-compare mo yan sa average income ng may mga credit card holder. Kaya nga naman, kung i-divide mo yung total na utang sa credit card versus the average income ng buong Pilipinas, lalaki nga talaga yung percentage ng utang versus income.
Pero, syempre, hindi na lahat ng tao ay may credit card. Bakit pati sila nasasama?
So, ang sabi ng CEO ng CIC, dapat ang methodology daw dyan is kung sino lang yung mga may credit card holder. So, kung ano yung average na income ng credit card holders daw, yun ang gagamitin na pang-divide dun sa total number of utang sa mga credit card. And in doing so, ito yon, around 54,000 pesos is the average credit card debt as of June 2025. Malayo daw yan dun sa project ni Roshi na around 90,000. Yung sa Roshi kasi, since Singaporean company yan, most of the people sa Singapore ay high-earning individuals. Thus, marami talaga sa kanila ang binibigyan ng bangko ng access sa credit card. Kaya, based dun sa calculation nila, ang ginamit na calculation nila is the average income of the population of Singapore. Pero pagdating nga daw po sa atin, hindi naman dapat na yan yung gagamitin. Kaya, ang sabi ng CIC, hindi naman talaga alarming yan. To tell you guys, napakalaking tulong or napakagandang credit instrument na itong credit card, lalo na kung meron ka. It will really help you sa finances mo, especially kung namamanage mo yan properly. And at the same time, napapaganda ng credit card ang inyong credit history or credit score. Thus, later on, kapag kinailangan nyo mag-take out ng big loans such as housing loan, auto loan, yan, mga personal loan, malaki po ang may tutulong ng inyong magandang credit score sa approval ng mga ganitong big ticket loans. For the detailed interview dito sa CEO ng CIC, nasa link na lang po sa description box or ito po yung thumbnail nila. Okay, for our question of the day, let's say tama po yung yung report ng Roshi Company. Sa tingin niyo po ba magkakaroon ng effect ito sa pag-a-approve ng mga bagong credit card user or tipong hindi na sila ganun mag-a-approve ng maraming application ng credit card because mas malaki na ang utang versus sa kinikita? Let me know po sa comment section sa baba at may chance po kayong manalo ng 1,000 pesos sa ating weekly GCash giveaway and also sa ating cellphone giveaway. Yun lamang po for today's video, but before we end this video, mag-shoutout po muna tayo at shoutout kay Jeneline Resurrection at Jeneline Resurrection 2078. Sabi po niya, shoutout po sir, watching from Qatar. Thank you so much for sharing po at Jeneline Resurrection 2078 or Jeneline Resurrection. Shoutout po sa inyo, maraming salamat sa panonood at pagsuporta ng aking mga videos. Thank you so much. I hope you like this video. Leave a thumbs up, and if not, wala nang problema dyan, but continue to support me by subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and also the bell button sa tabi ng subscribe para makareceive kayo ng latest notification sa lahat ng upload ko. Again guys, this is Pat Quinto and you're in Pat Quinto's Review TV. Bye-bye!